What is good, guys? We're back with another video. This time we'll be talking about the World Championship, and here is how to watch the World Championship coming up. So with 10 days away, we are getting ready for the Eugene, Oregon track and field, which the World Championship is coming to the US after all the years. This was probably the most anticipating World Championships of all time. Is going to be held at the Hayward Field, the new Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. So I am very excited, guys. My name is Sleepy Celestial Cosmic, and I will be discussing the timeline as well as scheduling of day 1 all the way up to day 16 of the World Athletic World Championships. Now the crazy part is that there will be another World Championship next year, which is even more crazier, and then followed by an Olympic year. So guys, I hope you guys are excited. Like I said, I will be making predictions. Sorry that I couldn't do the podcast tonight, but I promise that tomorrow night we will be on live for season 2. I just had to get ready for a little more prepared for it, but now that we're getting ready, I am just so excited. I will also be leaving down another video down below which has the appearance as well as the reveal of the medals, how they look like, and what's the very intricate details that I like about the World Championship medals this year. So let's check it out. So this is the beautiful cover of the Hayward Field track. I think they renovating it just a little bit. I guess posters and different things they gotta add to make it look World Championship friendly. It's already a beautiful track. Hopefully one day I would love to visit Eugene, Oregon. That is I always love the history of legendary places that great athletes descend on. So let's go and look at what we have so far. Now this is the NBC website, and you guys could also look at the Peacock channel. So the World Championship will be starting next Friday the 15th to the 24th. So I am just completely excited. You know, it's amazing to see that, and to finally feel like it's a home track, and you're gonna have some amazing athletes competing. So this will be for the 15th to the 16th, Friday and Saturday. This will be the schedule for each event. So at 8 to 11 p.m. at the USA Network, you will have, I think, the heat of the men's 100 meter heat as well as the mixed 4x4. On Saturday the 16th, you will have the 100 meters hurdles, 110 hurdles heats, the men's. Then you have the women's 10,000 meters and then you'll have the women's 100 meter heats on the 16th Saturday. We have the men's 100 heats, and then we have the women's shot put. We have the men's marathon. We have the 400 meter heats. We have the men's 10,000 meters. We have the men's 110 hurdles, the 400 hurdles semifinal, the women's 100 meters I think semifinals or final. So we have a lot of things to cover, guys. So we have the 110 meter hurdles as well as the men's shot put, women's marathon on the 17th and the 18th. So we have a lot of good things coming, and then we have semifinals, mid-finals, and then lastly we have the 18, which is the women's marathon. So probably the most intriguing part is that the first 4 to 5 days was gonna be the most anticipating ones, especially the 100 meters men's and women's, because there's going to be some heavy hitters that is about to grace the track, especially people that are running at such an amazing time, you know. So that's even crazier. So this will be from July 24th to July 15th to July 24th. I think that would be considered as day 1 schedule for the World Championships, which is amazing, guys. Like I said, I'm just so excited. So you have the women's 400 hurdles, and I think also the 400 meters as well. On the 22nd of July, you have the semifinals for the 400 meters, as well as the women's 3,000 steeplechase. We have the men's 800 meters, as well as the semifinals. So that will be the men's 800 meters semifinals and the 200 meters. Then we have the women's 400 meter hurdles and the followed by the women's 400. Then followed by that, we have the women's 100 meters heats hurdles, and we have the 4x4 heats, and the men's 800 and the 4x1. So almost like to the last days, you will have like the mixed relay, the 4x4. So most of those normally falls in the last couple of days of the World Championships normally. And then when you look upon the times that each of those things will be held, you could see the time that they're going to be airing at the Peacock channel, which is the platform for track and field, or NBC Sports. Whichever channel that's local to you, it will tell you what each of these things represent. You know, so it's pretty cool to see the schedule, how it is. I love how they putting so many efforts into this upcoming World Championships. Like I said, this will probably be I think 10 days or 16 days of just pure awesomeness, you know, to see all that go down at the Hayward Field. It's going to be amazing. And some athletes, especially one of my favorite athlete, Allyson Felix, which is the supreme veteran, and Shelly-Ann Fraser, which is also making her 7th World Championship. You know, I am Team Jamaica and Team USA, because those two countries alone bring the best out of anything that when it comes to like powerhousing, like clashing, because they're always clashing. Not that there's no other countries that put out some great things, they do, but it's like the US and Jamaica are always clashing because they bring the craziness out of each other. You know, one might run a 1085, the other one might run a 1065. And you know, my predictions for this upcoming World Championship, we're going to see things that in our lifetime we would never talk about. But the fact that there's records that I think that's gonna go down, that I'm gonna be very proud of, because it goes to show that whoever that held that record was not a fluke. It's just that it took that special generation to break those records. So to see that happen, it's gonna be such an amazing feeling. I am rooting definitely for the women's 100 this year. It is probably the most anticipating event. And then we have on the men's side, I just want to see Fred Kerley do something crazy. And then we also have Cindy McLaughlin and Dalilah Muhammad, the two principals of the women's 400. And the craziest thing, guys, Cindy McLaughlin said, and she announced that, you know, even Bobby Kersee, who actually coached Allyson Felix, said that, you know, he's planning on making her go down to run the flat 400. If she do that, I just want to see her get close to the record, because people don't realize, and you're gonna hear it here first, people don't realize that Bobby Kersee also trained Flojo. So when you have one of the best coaches alive, right, challenging or training someone that's even great already, I think that world record for the 400 hurdle is going to go so outreach that nobody's going to catch it. And you're hearing this today. Today is the 9th. I believe Cindy McLaughlin might run 49.99 for the 400 hurdles. She's gonna run something ridiculous, man. And Dalilah and Finca Bowl, they're gonna replace those two other world records that she had. is gonna be such a fast 400 hurdles. Because if I were to pick any athletes right now to, let's say, to be the new face of 400, and I know there's been a lot of amazing females running the 400, the fact that Cindy McLaughlin is training under Bobby Kersee, and she also mentor and she revered Allison, I believe it's right that she passed the baton to her. That's just my opinion, because the attitude, the composer, I only seen that in Allison. So Cindy got that mentality that she could about do anything if she wants to. So I just imagine her being a very versatile runner to do that. So like I said, guys, I am so excited. You know, you guys could clearly see it here, the times of each event, when it's going to be aired, when it's going to be finished. And I believe the men's 4x1 might get close to that world record of the Jamaicans. On the women's side of the Jamaican team, I believe they're doing amazing. Kind of on the men's side, but not too much. We do have some good veterans like Yuhan Blake that is coming back running in 9:85, you know, breaking the top 10 sub 10 barrier again, you know. So I have high hopes for the you know, I pray that the men for the Jamaican team manage to, because the US team is not, they're not coming here to play, guys, so well as the Jamaican team. And then we also have some other slew of athletes, especially in the marathon side, which I started getting more interested on the marathon side after seeing what's his name, Jacob Akervoeten. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but he's an amazing marathon runner. And the 400 men hurdles, Rai Benjamin is the guy to meet, like, there. And as well as Felix, I think Allison, I forgot his full name, but he's the third fastest man of all time in the 400 hurdles. It's gonna be a fight between them, because I remember Christian Warholm kind of injured himself, sadly, and I wish that he gets a speedy recovery, because he is the world record holder and he hasn't been beaten since 2018. So I'm just anticipating some major events that I think that world records might be broken on that. And then you also have the fabulous Shawnee Miller, which 400 meter, I don't think nobody's touching her. She's already won in my book, because nobody's touching that 48:37 of hers. She didn't just run it once, she ran it twice. Rio to she ran it in Tokyo, and she ran it at Doha 2019, you know. So I believe those are the events that you should watch out for. And I will be making I would say a long video explaining Allison's dedication to track and the fondest races that I remember. You know, it's good to send out a legend. She has done so much for the world of track and field. It felt the same feeling when Usain Bolt left. There's going to be a void, but you know, we're gonna have great athletes that's gonna pick up those pieces, because to fill in a Usain Bolt shoes or a Allison Felix shoes, it's quite a big feat, because those two has done so much. And even for Shelly Ann or Elaine Thompson or even Shericka Jackson, when they decided to retire, it's gonna be very hard to find people like them, because those athletes, it's a once in a generation thing. Like Shelly Ann is coming in as the clear favorite for the 100, but I'm not counting down Elaine Thompson. That has proven us time and time again. And Shericka Jackson is looking at a beast in the 200, so I don't think nobody's touching her. You know, we even have one of my favorite right now, which is Gabby Thomas. Sadly didn't make it due to an injury, so she might come back in the World Championship next year when she recovers. So, but right now we have Abby Steiner, I don't know who else, but I don't know. It's gonna be kind of insane, but I'm praying that this World Championship, like I said, is probably the most anticipating one because everybody's coming off from an Olympic year last year, but still on top of their game. So you don't know what's about to happen, but all I know is there's gonna be changing of the guards, and I cannot wait to see that. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys are excited more than I am about the World Championship? Is going to be starting on the 15th of July, which is Friday. I'm not sure if the World Championship never have like opening ceremony. I will have to check that because I know the Olympics, they have a whole opening ceremony and then they start the events. So let me see how that's gonna go. But like I said, guys, thank you guys so much for all that you guys have like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. So I just wanted to give you guys the small updates on what's going to be going down at the World Championships. And like I said, I pray that you guys going to enjoy it. You know, it's good to find some type of enjoyment right now, especially how crazy the world is right now. So I pray for each and every one of you guys that you guys are safe, you guys are, you know, in harm's way, you know, you guys are very safe at home with families and friends. But like I said, guys, thank you guys so much. Make sure, as always, you guys like and subscribe to the channel. I cannot do this without you guys. The more you guys subscribe, the more I can put out more videos like these, and that way it helps out the YouTube algorithm for me. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for the spending the time with you guys. And like I said, tomorrow we will be back on the podcast. So bye bye, and I'll see you guys soon. And I will be making my predictions as well on the podcast. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.